What's up, everybody? This is your boy Food Junkie on my way to pick up something to eat for lunch. Put on the order right now. Hope y'all can hear me. I know there's a lot of shit going on right now. There's a lot of bullshit happening right now, and I really don't want to talk about that bullshit. But I am going to talk about some bullshit. And some bullshit that, you know what I'm saying, I have to be honest about, that I have to admit to, because, you know what I'm saying, let's have candid conversations. Let's talk about it. What's up, babies? How you doing? What's up? How y'all doing? Okay, well, y'all know what's been going on for the past couple of days. I'm talking about the bullshit with the domestic violence conversation, what's not. But let's have a candid conversation. Let's talk about it, what's not. We're all hypocrites. We're all hypocritical. We all have biases based on who we're fighting with at the moment, at the time. Some biases are stronger than others. Some biases are less than others. Now, yesterday, I said in my video that I would have left this shit alone if I wasn't discussed the night before. The reason why I talked about it and how I talked about it is because I seem not to be able to be left alone. I am seen not to be able to have my name not referred to when certain people, i.e. Sean Bradley and Club Chat, tend to have their conversations. The night before, when this stuff was first released, that same evening, that night when I got home from work, get a notification that they're having a quote-unquote Zoom or whatever the case may be, was not, and I'm listening to it on my way home from work. On my way home from work, my name is being brought up. My name is being talked about me and the Kendra situation, with how I am dealing with that. Talking about me and the whole Goddess Indiana situation, was that how this and the third, whatever. And then after I'm being discussed, they start talking about the whole Kimmy situation in the interview. And I know that certain people think that the same energy should be held towards Brianna Simone because she talked about it a year or so ago when it first happened. I said in my commentary yesterday about the situation with Kimmy and the domestic violence. I had my doubts when Kimmy was telling her story. But with that, it's not my place to try to put a wet damper on someone else's experience, be it true, be it untrue, be it if I see inconsistencies or not, or whatever the case may be. It's not my place to do so. So people want to say, well, Brianna brought it to YouTube first. We know, let's keep it real, Brianna did not have the notoriety and the clout she have today. A year and a half ago, we knew of Brianna Simone, but we didn't know Brianna Simone in Pettyville. Let's keep it real. In the past year and a half, or how long it has been since she released that information and talked about the information, was not, she didn't have the clout or the notoriety or the eyeballs on her as she does today. And we know why Sean Bradley released that information in that interview. He did it with malicious intent. It wasn't anything to help anyone. It wasn't anything to do to be, oh my God, this woman, da-da-da-da. He was pissed off because Kimmy was talking shit over on Pettyville about him. She was part of the conversations on Pettyville where they was dragging his ass. So as a messy, petty motherfucker that he is, he decided to throw salt in the game. And he knew the reason why he did it was a malicious intent. So once people started coming at him saying, oh, that's fucked up, that's why you do that, was not, you re-victimized this woman. Yeah, I said that too, because you were talking about me. If I wasn't talking about, I wouldn't have brought it up. I would have left it be done, and just watch the conversation go by. But since you choose to talk about me, yes, that's my opinion, because that is what I think. Now, does that negate the fact that Brianna Simone brought it up a year ago or a year and a half ago, was not? No, it does not. No one knew about what Brianna Simone did until Sean Bradley once again brought it up and brought it to y'all attention. Just like if someone doxes someone and someone doesn't see it, if someone else releases that information, you re-dox that person. Yes, she told a story on Patreon to Sean Bradley in Club Chat and on Patreon. Like, I was there. When Brianna Simone brought it up, she re-victimized Kimmy a year and a half ago. But my point is this. Sean Bradley also re-victimized Kimmy. And there's no way, shape, or form around that. Brianna didn't have the same... Oh, I missed my spot. Brianna Simone did not have the same oomph that she have today, a year and a half ago. So if everybody wants people to hold Brianna Simone to the same accord and standard as they're holding Sean Bradley, you can't. You can't. And whoever gets upset, whoever gets mad, this is not sticking up for Brianna Simone, because like I said, I don't care for Kimmy. Period. But at the same time, truth is truth, right is right. It is what it is. You can't sit up here and be like, oh, well, no, she brought it to the attention of the world first. No one knew about it. Because if they knew about it, that would have came up. I had yes. Oh, okay. 1 second, y'all. Let me pay for this food. Is silverware in the bag? Huh? Silverware? No. 1 second, y'all. But yeah, I brought it up because if... Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If I wasn't talked about the night before, I wouldn't have been part of the conversation anyway. So yeah, I was being petty. I was being messy. I told you, that's as cool as I try to be, I still have a messy, petty side. And while I was being messy and petty, those are still my feelings on the subject. He re-victimized her by releasing that video, which he had every right to do because it's his property, but he did it with malicious intent. It was to cause trouble. It was cause to embarrass her. It was for him to shut her up, and every other negative thing that he wanted to do. It is what it is. But no, I'm not going to hold Brianna Simone as responsible for it as he is. Because like everyone else, we all give commentary on what we want to give commentary on. And at the time, that was a year and a half ago. No, first of all, very few people knew about the Patreon anyway that wasn't there. Let's keep that real. Hey, Deanna, how you doing? And everyone else in the room. No one knew about that anyway. No one knew about that interview anyway. That wasn't in the Patreon during that time. And even fewer people knew that Brianna Simone did commentary on it. And talking about what was said in the interview is totally different than actually having people listen to what was said. And when people said, well, club chat, they didn't believe her anyway, read those comments. Read D. Ramsey's comments. Stay strong, sister. We got your back. Ooh, take your time. Read Leo's comments. Read the comments that was in the thing. Yes, there were some that was saying, or like, oh, for real? Questioning it. Like I said, I had doubts from the very beginning. But we can't hold Brianna Simone to the same level of responsibility as we hold the interviewer. We can't hold me on the same level of an interview that we hold a Diane Sawyer who actually conducted the interview, a Montel Williams, a Wendy Williams. I can't be held responsible for just talking about what was done, what was said, as the person who actually did it and said it. Now, y'all may not like it, y'all may be mad at certain people was not and having fighting with people was not, but that's the truth. That's the real. I'm so sick and tired of people trying to hold somebody else accountable for the bad behavior of others. Each person have their own accountability for the bullshit that they put into place. Now, who I think have the brunt or the wholehearted part of the situation, I think it's Sean Bradley. Because you had the control of whether to release this publicly or not. If you had not released this publicly, this conversation would not have been said. Period. People will not be saying, oh, well, Brianna said this a year ago. Because you put it to the forefront. It is what it is. And I'm so sick and tired of people acting like they can't see that or they don't understand or comprehend that. Can I go? Yeah, go. You know what I'm saying? It just makes no sense to me. Regardless if you like someone or not, the reality is right is right and motherfucking wrong is wrong. And because you're fighting with someone right now, does not mean that you're going to give the other person a pass. Did Brianna victimize her as well? Yes, she did. A year and a half ago, whenever she released it. But like I said, Brianna Simone was not as big as Brianna Simone, and this is not a pun or a joke was not on her, trying to read her, so slick share her was not, but she didn't have as much clout or was not as big as she is now. Did not have as much quote unquote what y'all perceive as power as she has now, as have as many eyes on her, focused on her as she does now. That'd be different if she released it the same time where he released it was not. That'd be something different. That'd be a different conversation. But you got to take things for where they are. And like I said, Brianna Simone was not Brianna Simone a year and a half ago. We know that. She was still Brianna Simone. We knew of her, but as many people did not know of her as they do now. As many people was not frequenting her chats as they are now. So we want to be here like, oh, well, have the same energy for her as you have a Sean Bradley. I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to. Whoever gets mad, gets mad. It is what it is. Because first and foremost, I wouldn't even have talked about it if Sean Bradley and the people over there in Club Chat during that Zoom meeting 2 nights ago was not trying to drag me and put my name in some bullshit that I'm not a part of. So yes, when you do some shit that is fucked up and it's on these streets, I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to put 10 on 20 and be as biased as I motherfucking want to be and dare a bitch to say something about it. And yes, I heard the little threat yesterday. I sure the fuck did. We soon will get our chance to see what's going to go down. I'm just saying, don't fucking play with me. See, y'all got life fucked up. But anyways, like I was saying, we cannot hold Brianna Simone with the same type of accountability as we should be holding Sean Bradley to. He had the power to release the interview. He did it under malicious intent. He initially had the power to make this lady feel comfortable with telling her story of abuse, be it true or not. Be it true or not. He held that power. He made her feel comfortable enough to come to there, or made her feel like it's okay for her to lie, or quote unquote lie, or tell the truth about her domestic abuse experience. Brianna, all she did was heard the story back then and talked about it back then. Like we all do when we hear stuff other places and we give our commentary, but either biased or unbiased commentary on it. What's up, baby? How you doing? It is what it is. We can't hold Brianna to the same accountability as we're holding Sean Bradley. It was his properties that he released, which he's more than likely to. But with that, stand in your shit. Stop trying to deflect and turn it off to someone else. Don't sit up here and say, "Oh well, why aren't y'all holding her to the same accountability as y'all holding me?" Because she's not you. All she did was brought the subject to YouTube because you had it, and she quote unquote stole it, or whatever she did was not eavesdropped, was not, and talked about it. That's all she did. You re-released it because you're pissed and you're mad and you're a bitch. That's why you re-released it. To embarrass old girl and to cause division and deflection. So that's why the narrative's changed today. Oh, well, why don't y'all talk to her the same way y'all talk about me? Because you're the bitch who re-released it. It was locked up and no one knew anything about it. What's up, baby? How you doing? And no one knew anything about it until you re-released it, which means you re-victimized her. Yes, Brianna did it as well. Actually, she really didn't do it. She brought it to YouTube was not, but she just said she didn't believe the story. As a lot of people during that time didn't believe the story. I was one of them. I just chose not to talk about it. Let you do what you do. Let you be who you are. Let the story be what it is. What's up, Tracy, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? It doesn't make any sense how people's trying to deflect. And it's not because, well, mine, I'm petty as fuck, like I told you. And yes, mine was because he was fucking with me the night before. So therefore, yes, I brought it up and made a video about it was not to tell you to leave me the fuck alone and to point out your inconsistencies. Because if y'all was so supportive was not, why did y'all have a couple days ago was not doing that whole Zoom thing after y'all finished talking shit about me and everyone else? Why the fuck were y'all trying to deflect and distract? And now all of a sudden, oh, we didn't believe her anyway. It was now we didn't believe her anyway. Right now, but yet when it was going on, it was all these, you go sister, we got your back, take your time, tell your story, girl. Why was all that? See, it's a hypocrisy and the bullshit that I talk about. You don't fuck about the situation. Domestic violence is wrong. Yes, it is. Lord Jesus, I don't ever want to, be in a situation was not. But at the same time, there's other shit that was going on and that is going on that people are looking away from. And I am the one who's pointing out while I'm being petty at the same time. If you felt some type of way back then, like I said that yesterday when I made my video, there was bullshit and inconsistencies in a story during that time. But I chose not to say anything about it. Brianna chose to say something about it on her live. And now, a year plus later was not, just because Brianna said what y'all are feeling today, we want to hold her more accountable than an individual who actually did the bullshit. That's why he keep, what's up, baby? How you doing? That's why he keep getting away with this bullshit that he does. Because people start, or y'all fall for the fucking distractions. Y'all fall for the deflections. Opposed to holding him accountable for what the fuck he did and what he does. He threw out some red meat over here, and everybody runs over here with that story. Opposed to focusing on the motherfucker who has a meat dress on. And yes, I'm not vindictive, or I am vindictive. I don't have a vendetta towards him, but I will point out the bullshit and the inconsistencies and the deflections that he throws out there, especially when I'm constantly being brought up in that motherfucking mouth. I don't understand how people don't understand. I don't talk about this person until I hear or see that they are talking about me. Leave food junkie, leave every little words or names that y'all call me out your mouth, and I will leave you the fuck alone. But once you start trying to threaten and talk shit about or be in places where I'm being talked about and you egging that shit on, be prepared for me to come out here and roast you and gag you with the motherfucking truth. It is what the fuck it is. You have the power to keep that shit under wraps. I don't care what the fuck you releasing now. Oh, I done released over 300 videos that I had on private. I don't give a fuck about that. That one video you released was about you trying to harm Kimmy because you're upset with her because she was on Brianna Simone's channel talking shit about you for a while. And I'm not protecting her either, because I said I'm not a big fan of hers. But at the same time, right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm not going to sit here and let the conversation be persuaded or dismissed or deflected somewhere else. You also recently re-victimized her by releasing that story of her. I don't care if it was a lie, if it was a truth, it was half-truth, or what it could be. No one have known about it, or it was dormant until you brought it up again. No one even knew that Brianna made that situation happen until you re-victimized, till you brought it up, till you unlocked. Y'all be missing the ball. Y'all be looking all over the place. Y'all like a damn cat. You focus right here with that. Somebody said, look, dangling over here. You playing with that. No. Keep focused on what the issue is. This black, gay motherfucking man have women thinking that they can trust him, confide in him, tell him their story, and when he gets upset, when he gets mad, what do? He released the shit. It is what the fuck it is. Stop falling the deflections and the distractions. Like I said, I don't hate this individual. It's not, but I do hate what this individual does. I do dislike the fact that he thinks that he can throw out a bone and y'all go run over here. Well, it's not. And then then there's people out here protecting him and defending him too. For real? He's the most malicious person that's on here. Was not. That action was malicious. You don't have to believe her story. Look at his actions. That wasn't the only story that was talked about over on Patreon where women confided in their stories about being domestically abused. That wasn't the only one. What if you get mad at any one of them or any one of y'all who told your story? And then while he's not re-releasing old videos they put on private, your story comes out because he's mad at you. How's that gonna make you feel? Would you not feel re-victimized? Would you not feel that this man that you confided in, that you trusted was not, betrayed you, re-victimized you? He's the one that screams, oh, I can hold a secret. I can hold a secret. He says that so you can tell him your fucking secret so he can have something on you when he get mad at you. See, you can never have played me because, like I said, whatever I done when I was talking with you, I knew what the fuck I was doing because I knew who the fuck you were. It just is what it is. You can't play somebody who don't play fucking games, who can stand in their shit all the time. The good, the bad, and the fucking indifferent. See, I am able to deal with my consequences of my actions when I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need people around me to pick up the slack, to deflect for me. So yeah, it pisses me. I'm at work listening to this shit, listening to all these people saying, oh, well, why don't y'all hold brief with the same energy? Because she don't deserve the same energy. She's a content creator who heard something and chose to give commentary on it. How does that obligate her to have any type of sensitivity to someone that she don't like, who's part of a group that she don't like at that time? You know how many times all y'all on here befriend and defriend people? Why the fuck do you say I watch how you befriend and defriend people? I see every motherfucking thing. That's why I like everybody, because if I don't like one person, I have to like nobody on here. Because all y'all do some fucked up shit. All y'all say some fucked up things. All y'all move in some fucked up ways. That's why I choose to like everyone. I don't fuck with everybody, but I like everybody. Because if I dislike one person for some fucked up shit they do, I have to dislike everybody for doing some fucked up shit. Does that make sense? Am I going crazy here? Am I the only one who's sane? Well, let Deanna tell her everyone's crazy on here, which we are. But like I told Deanna the other night, what makes me crazy is the fact that I'm sane as a motherfucker because I see this bullshit and I choose to be part of this bullshit. But why the fuck do you think I say what I say? I like everybody because I do like everybody. Because if I dislike one person based on some bullshit that they do, I have to dislike all you crazy motherfuckers on here and talk shit about all you crazy motherfuckers on here. As long as y'all don't put me in the bullshit, what's that? I won't tell you what I see that you do that I don't like. As long as I'm out of the bullshit, as long as I'm not talked about and put into some bullshit, I don't have to talk about the bullshit that I see that you do, that I've seen you do for a while. That goes for everybody on this motherfucker, including my goddamn self. We all do some bullshit. We all said some bullshit, was not. Our truth is just that, our own individual motherfucking truth. But some shit is just blatant and obvious. Who knew about that Pretty Kimmy interview 3 days ago? Who knew about Brianna reporting on that Pretty Kimmy interview 3 days ago? I'll wait, if you're honest with yourself. Because you heard people say all the time, oh, I didn't even know about that. I didn't even know about that interview. I didn't even know about that. Right, you didn't. We only know about it because someone chose to re-release it with malicious intent. Keep your eyes on the fucking ball. Keep your eyes focused. Don't be distracted by the little glittery thing in the corner. What's up, Tessie, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? It just makes no sense to me. People choose to look at and talk about and defend based on who they're mad at in the moment. We all talk about people that we don't fuck with in the moment. Things can change. Things can change. I try not to do that shit was not until someone attacks me personally, whatever. Then I put your ass on blast and let you know what the fuck I see that you have done. Good evening to you, baby. But yeah, it doesn't make sense to me that everyone wants to deflect and distract and take the focus off the person who actually caused all this bullshit. It wasn't a big uproar when Bree did it. You want to know why? Because Bree wasn't Bree at that time when she did it. Bree didn't have the same clout she has today. And this is not a defend Bree thing either. Because what she did was, well, I don't think Bree did anything wrong. I think what Bree did was give commentary on something she heard, like we all do. She felt the girl was lying. She talked about it. She felt the shit was some bullshit at the time. She talked about it. And no one had any conversations about her talking about it. It wasn't a re-triggering thing. It wasn't a re-victimizing thing that she said, this is what I heard, and this is, you know what I'm saying, my opinions about it. This is what I've heard. She said XYZ was that, and that didn't make sense to me. That's not re-victimizing anybody. What it is her giving commentary based on what she heard. Re-victimization of people is when you are mad and you want to embarrass somebody was not, or re-victimize them was not, so you release it. Like I said, I'm not a big Kimmy. I'm not a Pretty Kimmy fan. I think she's sarcastic. I think she's narcissistic. I think she's crazy. I think she's a liar. I think she's messy. But that was my personal opinion about her. But like I said, I'm still not going to attack that lady. Like I said yesterday, I thought she was lying when it happened on Patreon. I thought she wasn't telling the truth. There was so many inconsistencies, was not. Someone beat your ass and you never fucked them, was not. Why is it that you're back with them? Why don't you go to HR saying that you're scared of him? A lot of different things with that, but that's no here or there. But my thing is, why are you trying to hold Bree with the same accountability as you hold the individual that had the power to keep the video under lock and key? But opposed to doing that, what they did was chose to release it to embarrass and cause the confusion and deflection. I'm just saying it has to make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. I can't be mad at, for example, let's put somebody in the chat. I can't be mad at Miss Perspective Pat for giving commentary on some bullshit that I did and kept private for a year and a half, 2 years. I can't hold her to the same accord as I will hold myself to releasing some bullshit that I did a year and a half ago. And all she did was give commentary on it. I can't do that. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would I be mad at her when I'm the one who re-released the shit that everyone forgot about? Make that make sense. No one knew about the interview. Fewer people knew about Bree giving commentary on it. That wasn't circulating. But all of a sudden, the person who had all the power, has a problem with the said individual that they did an interview with, released some damaging information, either to show them as a liar, either to show them as make fun of them being a domestic violence victim, whatever the reasoning was, whatever malicious intent it was, re-released it. Y'all like this video, please. Y'all know I don't give you all this all the time. Like this video, please. But yet I want to hold the person who did commentary on it a year and a half ago to the same accord and the same esteem and the same accountability as the person who had the power, who released it under malicious intent. Hey, baby, how you doing? Miss Philadelphia, baby, yes. And I agree with what you were saying, but at the same time, I totally disagree with what you were saying on Olivia the Oracle's channel. You had some good points, and I understand what you were saying, but I can't hold Bree more accountable than I'm holding Sean Bradley. I can't. I won't. I won't be made to. It just is what it is. No one knew about what Bree did. No one saw Bree's video, or a couple people saw her video was not. You don't think that it was a deflection and a distraction for him to bring that up today, after he was getting so much heat based on what he did? You know what I'm saying? I can't read that. He didn't release it off his Patreon. Who like Miss Philadelphia? Question for you, baby. Did you know about the interview? Period. Yes or no? Was you in the Patreon several years ago when it was done? I was, so I knew about the interview. That's one question. You need a yes or no on. Second question is, did you know about Bree doing commentary on said interview until a couple days ago? I didn't know about Bree doing commentary on the interview. So if I didn't know about it and I only got reintroduced to it based on what he did, I can't hold her accountable for it. I can hold the person that I see accountable for it. Like I said, yes, her giving commentary on it a year and a half ago is different to me, Food Junkie, as opposed to the person who controlled the interview, who re-released it under malicious intent. Because I rewatched it on his channel, not on Bree's channel. And what Bree did was, even when they were playing that on Olivia the Oracle's thing, what Bree did was, Bree just talked about what she heard. She didn't play the commentary. Now, today, she probably would play the commentary. But back then, she didn't play the commentary. She just talked about the inconsistencies that she observed, that we all observed. See, that's another difference. He actually wanted you to hear the inconsistencies in Pretty Kimmy's own words. Kind of similar to what he did to Nika, when he pushed together all these video clips of her saying she had a good time. There's her saying that she, you know what I'm saying, should have left when she first got there, was not, she had the money to. We don't see patterns. The same thing. He wanted us to hear Nika lie in her own words. You said you did? I was behind the chat, baby. Were you in a chat, or did you know about Bree? Say yes and yes, or no and then yes. Okay. Okay. So for you, that's your truth. And I said, and I'm not arguing with it, but I just think that people was trying to hold Bree to an account or a court that was totally different than him. And I think that, well, on the same accord as it was for him, and I think it's totally different. I'm just saying, do we not see a pattern here? He wants people to be a liar in their own words. So he releases and put together videos to prove that. I'm just saying, it has to make sense. Like, I see, like I said, like everybody, I don't fuck with everybody. Because I see the malicious intent. I see the vindictiveness. I see the throw rocks, hide my hands. Let me start some shit, but yet let me be the one, let me start a fire. But let me also be the one who calls the fire department. Type of thing. That whole mentality. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. It is what it is. Hey, baby, white baby, how you doing? Everybody else in here? What's up, y'all? It just doesn't make sense to me. It's not logical to me. It has to really, truly make sense for me to have it happen. And you don't have to like it. You don't have to like me. I'll give a fuck one way or the other, because guess what? Food junkie still gonna be food junkie. Period. It is what it is. You can't keep on saying, oh, he's a liar, but yet believing everything that he say. You can't say, oh, he's a manipulative asshole, was not, but yet keep allowing him to manipulate you, to keep falling for it. It doesn't work both ways. You either have one, pick a side. It's either one or the other. You know what I'm saying? It's either one or the other. Either he's a manipulative, lying SOB that has his hand in all kind of pots in here, or he's this innocent victim that people want him to be. And we're going to ignore the fact that he held sauce on his side of his mouth instead of over the sauce pot. We can't have it both ways. I'm just saying, y'all, like, it has to make sense to me, and it doesn't make sense, and it kind of disturbed me. Well, not really. Let's keep it real. But I want people to be honest about it. I want people to be honest about what's going on. You're saying you can't sit here and let this person keep on deflecting, and we keep falling for the deflection. And the only reason I'm talking about it is the fact that the fact that he and Club Chat keep mentioning my name in these not so private Zoom meetings. And then when I respond in this way, it's, oh, see, he's stalking me. He won't leave me alone. No, bitch, I haven't mentioned you in a month full of Sundays. I don't let some shit that I know about pass. But I need you to stop because you can mention my name. What's up, baby? How you doing? Stop thinking that it's okay for you to keep on poking at me, what's not, and I'm not going to keep on responding accordingly. If you walked away from me, that means that you should walk away from every aspect of who I am. Anything that involves me, you should be like, I don't care. Anything that mentions my name, oh, I don't care. Not, oh, what happened? Oh, for real? Piss on my dick this? Oh, food junkie that? Oh, da-da-da-da. I got a person on YouTube who don't like themselves, don't even love their own husband. Bitch, first of all, I have a husband that I come with every day. Not come that way, but you know what I'm saying? We're together every day. You are about the wrong thing. You're mad because you couldn't take his place. Let's keep it real. You're mad because you wanted to be a side chick. And I said, no, thank you. Here's a dick pic, now leave me alone. Go run and play with yourself. That's why you're mad. You're mad because you fell in love. Well, I was just playing with you. That's why you're mad. Let's keep the shit real. All those people over there that's smiling and grinning in your face was not, telling little jokes and riding the reed about me was not. How many of them believe that you really wasn't in love with me? How many people of them told me, oh, well, he gonna hate when you go to Vegas was not because you're gonna show him up? I'm just saying, oh, he gonna be mad at you because you're gonna be in the same room with him and people gonna be looking at you, not him. I'm just saying, I can tell when he was trying to comfort you was not that he was choking up because he was almost in tears because he was in love with you so much. I'm just saying, stalking you, you gonna kill me and whoever else that's around me if you see me? Okay. Okay. See, you like to throw little threats like that, was not, and I don't take threats lightly. So if I ever see you, was not, I have that little part taped, and also all the other little parts of you threatening to keep people in their face and hurt people, was not, have all those done. So when I do see you, let's see what's gonna happen. I told you, you don't know who's gonna show up when I go to court. You already threatened to kill me, and whoever else is with me. You threaten to kick people in their face and things of that nature. So you're known on here to be threatening people. So all I'm going to do is protect myself the best way I can. That's all I'm going to do. And you like doxing, right? Let these folks know how many times I had to protect myself and walked away scot-free. Let them know. And ask yourself, was that threat you made really something that you should have done? I'm not a James. I'm not a Bree. I'm not a Tracy. Or whoever you done threatened. I'm not them. You got life fucked up threatening me. See, that's why I keep talking about this bitch ass motherfucker. Because he constantly make these little slick comments, was not, with a whole crew around him, was not, and I wish a motherfucker would. So y'all got life fucked up. Y'all don't want this type of food junkie on your ass, was not. I wish a motherfucker would step in. Man, woman, or fucking child. Protect them if you want to. And your ass will go down too. Like a motherfucking bag of damn bricks. I promise you that. Play with me if you want to. And that's not a threat, that's a promise. I guarantee it. See, y'all got life fucked up. Y'all think that everybody on this thing is about playing games and joking, and was not. I'm not playing games or joking. You want to make fun of domestic violence? Bitch, I'm gonna show you domestic violence. I'm just saying. So you got life fucked up. Don't play with me. Don't fucking play with me. But y'all, let me get back to work and eat my food. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all. Please like on the way out. I definitely would appreciate it. You know I love you for joining me, but it's not important that I love you. It's more important that you love yourself. You love someone else. You respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else, especially a motherfucker like me. Until then, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night, and I'll be seeing y'all on these YouTube streets. Peace, y'all.